Hello friends, today I am going to write a program in Python for the multiplication of two matrices. So let's start. First of all, we take two matrices, means we are going to take two empty list as matrix 1. Name of the list is matrix 1 and second as matrix 2, and we will store our result in result list. Now we are going to give the input of the matrix 1. First of all, we are going to decide the size of our matrix, that is row 1 for the matrix of I have taken R1 as the first matrix row, number of rows. R1 stored number of rows in matrix 1 as an input, and we have taken another variable C2. It will store the number of columns in our first matrix. Now we are going to take another variable, that is R2. It will store the input of our number of rows in second matrix. And another variable C2 is where it stores integer input provided by user as an number of column Now we are going to take an condition statement. If R1 is equal to if C1 is equal to R2, we are using if and else statement, means conditional statement for checking the possibility of matrix means if two matrix, we have taken first matrix as matrix 1 and second matrix, does the multiplication of both the matrix is possible or not? If the column of the first matrix is equal to the row of the second matrix, therefore the multiplication is possible. Now if the multiplication is possible, then we are going to write next procedure, means entering the elements of the our matrix. So let's see, using print statement, enter the element of first matrix. For entering the elements in first matrix, we are using for statement, for loop of range R1 we are using an M as an empty list for storing the one row element, and another using another for loop of range C1 and therefore M dot append. Append is a statement which used for storing or entering an element to an list, to an given list. For entering or storing an element to given list means here we are going to enter an element to M, to empty list M, enter an element to empty list M. I think it is more enough for the clearance of M. We will provide inputs of first row in M as an integer. Therefore now we are going to putting M means M stores one row and that row will store in matrix 1 as first element of that list. Similarly, as of first matrix, we are going to write second matrix also, taking the input for the second matrix, that is enter the element in this we also use an empty list M. Now another for loop of its range will be C2. Therefore M append means giving an input to M. Now finally we are going to put the M as an input in matrix 2. The input part of the matrix means providing input to the matrix 1 and 2 has been completed totally. Now go multiplication part. For the multiplication, firstly we initialize all the elements of result to 0. Therefore, we are using a for statement in for loop of range. The size of our result matrix will be R1 and C2, means R1 into C2. Therefore, number of rows is R1 and in this part we will also take an empty list of range, the second loop of C2. Therefore, we are going to take put initialize all the elements, means firstly we initialize row M append to 0. Now transfer it, store the rows in result. So initialization of all the elements of result to 0 has been completed. Now the multiplication starts. Here we will write code for the multiplication. Now we are going to use another for loop of range R1 what's this problem? C2 third for loop is used for the range up to C1. Therefore, now printing the result of the matrix. Now using an else statement, when the matrix is not possible, now print not possible. So our code has been completed. Now run the code. Enter the first row of the first matrix 2, 2, row of the second matrix, that is 2 into 2, element of first matrix, the final result soon 7, 10, 15 and 22. 7, 10 is the first row and 15 and 22 is the second. We have, I think I forgot to write this, forget writing here, some silly mistake I have done, improving it. Here we have not written the as first matrix. That's all completed. Thank you. If you understand properly this video is useful to you, then like and share to your friends. Subscribe to my channel. That's all. Thank you again.